So it has just arrived, a new project of which I don't have any particular plans for. Oh yes, another one. That's when we start to see what it needs. Already needs a backlight, needs another backlight. I don't think it needs. We know it needs a tailgate, we know it needs a back bumper, but you know, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Watch this as we find horror stories, no doubt. That'll be fine. Well, a good start to all this is that it starts and drives. Well, it starts. Don't know about drives. My dad says he drove it in here, so yep, she moves. And then we can start to assess the actual damage on it.
Be quiet. I hear the thunder that comes from far away. It's like a noise in my head.
So the question is, where do we start with this? Well, we're going to start with fixing the bodywork, of course, make it look a bit better. And then we can move on to the kind of fun stuff. Definitely need to sort that out. That looks as if it's sitting back a wee bit. That'll be something stupid like a bent bottom arm. That we'll find pretty easy. Worst case scenario, it might need a rear crash bar. But it seems the fact that it all moves and stuff like that is a good sign. Hopefully the headlight's not too damaged, but it is. But we'll make a fix for that. That'll be easy enough for us. Everything else seems hunky-dory, spot on. So it turns out it's got B&O stereo, it's got heated seats, it's got loads of good stuff. It's just a bit bogging in the inside. People should really clean their cars, but I don't know how long this has been, you know, sitting for in a salvage yard, but chances are most of this stuff's getting ripped out. But it's got B&O stereo, so you can play banging tunes while going fast. It also has the performance pack, albeit the launch control is currently not available, but it does have it, so great. It's got the diff. So I've tried to blow up the tyre, but there's a big hole in it, so that's not getting blown up. That's just not happening. We've had a quick look at the damage, and there's not very much wrong with it. It's got a bent bottom arm, that's fine. That seems pretty straightforward to fix, so that should be pretty much shooty in. Then we can make it stage 3 or do whatever the hell we're going to do with it. Probably end up making it stage 3, let's be honest. So it seems like this has been a pretty good purchase, and it's sitting next to its brother. So I'll be on to Ford tomorrow, get ourselves the bits that we need. Well, the bits to straighten up that, and then we'll worry about the rest of the stuff. We'll probably just get some second-hand bits and that'll be spot on. Time to get on with the mods. Hey, that's car fixed. We'll just take it around the track. Whee! Well, it's safe to say that that's f***ed. Very good, very nice. Yeah, Alan's going to have fun getting that out, isn't he, Alan? Yay! Well, that's a bit bent. I'd be smashing for turning. Aye. If I was a stock car driver. To the bin with you. I just dent my bin. No. So back bumper's now been put on. Looks 100 times better already. Just waiting on the diffuser coming in, apart from a couple of wee scratches and stuff like that. But we're nearly there, so then the back will be all nice and lovely, albeit we still get the tailgate and stuff to do. But there's loads of wee things for that, and then obviously we've got the Maxton Designs diffuser that's going on it as well. Some unboxing. What have we got? What have we got today? Ah, it's a new wing. Oh, I say a new wing. It's a wing, but not a big wing. Just it's not a chicken wing either, but it's definitely a wing of some description. I guarantee you straight away this will make the car look 100 times better with it. Please do not splash yourself for that. I could get in this box. I could definitely get in this box. I feel like I should get in the box. Get in the box, mate. Get in the box. Definitely starting to come together now. Much better. So the car's really starting to come on now. We've got the fresh bumper put on, new tailgate on. We've got Maxton Designs have just sent us this diffuser for it as well, so that'll be going on soon. New wing is on. It was already painted when we bought it, but you know, it's on. Bottom arm fixed, steering arm fixed, and that is pretty much it as far as, you know, what looks visibly, you know, gone as such. There was no actual structural damage, which was good. It is a Cat N anyway, but it's coming together now. We've got a new tyre in the front as well, so albeit we're going to be getting rid of these wheels and we'll be replacing it with something a little bit more fruity, but you know, other than the wee kind of scratches and stuff on the bumpers, which we'll probably polish out, it's going to be a track car anyway, so we're not really that bothered. As long as we can get it up to a kind of good standard, then we'll be happy. But right now the car's really coming on a lot, so we'll be getting onto the styling stuff, and then, you know, looking at the kind of performance side, etc., then the handling, but we'll do individual videos on pretty much each of them anyway. But right now it's looking great. So as if by movie magic, water's now complete. Got the door all fixed, we've got all the bumpers all repaired, everything was pretty much bolt on. Tailgate sorted, lights are all sorted, they're brand new. Maxton Designs have said it's this diffuser to match our other one. So basically what we've decided to do is we're going to show you basically step by step this car getting turned into a stage 3 track car. So now we're just getting ready to put it in the dyno. So we don't know the history of the car, so first things first, get the service done on it. Then we'll stick it in the dyno, see what it makes, take a baseline from there. There's a couple of parts that we still need to fix, like you know, one of the hot side pipes needs a new seal in it and stuff like that. So we'll just put an upgraded hot side pipe on it, because getting the seal you need to buy a full hot side. I'm not doing that, it's not happening. So Max Designs makes it look a lot better. We'll be able to put a much bigger exhaust system on this, a big fat jack can on it will be ideal, or maybe we'll do the WRC style in this one. But first things first, we're going to get a track day out of the way with it. We'll compare it to our stage 3 car, and we'll maybe flash it with the stage 1 file down at the track. So we'll run it in the dyno, get some figures, flash the car with stage 1, show what the figure difference is, and then we'll go and get some real-time data at the track. And we'll basically make loads of videos step by step with what changes the car, how much time it kind of chops off by doing things like suspension. But we'll get cracking with some track day mods now. Oh yes, some nice new spark plugs going in there, make all the power. Also need to change the wheels because this one keeps going flat. So the ideal thing to do with that is just get some new wheels and new tyres on it. So if we're going to be going flat out, we need to at least have a bit of safety in mind. I don't fancy going flat out into a wall or a barrier. That would not be fun. But we're going round with full interior in comparison to the track car's full strip out. See, for a track day, it's important to be able to be towed off when you bin it. So a nice wee TRS harness has been installed. Sorry Alan if I've been pulling that out of the way, but that'll pull the car off should I bin it. I'm not going to bin it. I'm not going to bin it. That makes it a race car. It's not a race car. Do you know something about Alan? I think these caps are awfully shoddy. Very shoddy. I know exactly what these need. 20 horsepower. $40 horsepower. Yes, yes, nice, nice. That was very how to basic at the end of it. Oh, we've got a nice one of these too. There we are for the oil. Beautiful, beautiful. That's wonderful. That nice wee oil cap. Ooh, ooh. So that's 20, 40, 60. Yes, don't even need to map it now. Just send it. But I'll probably need to take it out because you still need to fill it full of oil, eh? So while Alan's doing that, me and young Sean Boy are going to take the Mark 8 out and try and scrub in the brakes a wee bit because it's not moved in a while. Not this one, the other one. So we'll go and do that and have a play and maybe try and catch some of the flame map stuff I've been trying to work on them. So it's just typical that a couple of days before we go to the track day that the motor wants to start throwing up me codes and stuff like that. Well, it's through on the spanner light now, but I think I know exactly what it's for. I've seen it on the other Mark 8 and it was to do with the brake pedal switch, so there's no loss in power or anything like that. It's not actually in limp mode, it's just saying C manual. So we'll need to have a look at that and fix that before we go down. Knew it! Called it! Knew it. So the first thing to go in this car is these crap brake pads. Well, technically the first thing to go in it was all the broken bodywork, but realistically we're going to start making this a wee bit better now. So the stock market brakes are notoriously bad. I've always hated them, so I'm not even going to entertain the idea of going around the track with the standard brakes. I like the idea of being able to actually stop. So we're replacing it with some track day pads. We're going for EBC blue stuff, which are actually blue, and we're going for the yellow stuff in the rear. Now this combo will be perfect for any sort of stock brake caliper. If you're not wanting to go to a big brake kit, this will be absolutely spot on. The other part that's notoriously garbage in the market is the engine mount. Everybody knows that they basically brake standard, they brake with more power, but because we're going to be going racing, we thought, well, we better, you know, speed things up and just stick an SD racing mount on it. So this thing will give us a fair bit more stiffness, a bit more vibration, but because it's going to be a track car, it doesn't matter. So we'll get the old garbage one off, the new SD one on. Out with the old, with the new. This is the best thing for these. Bin.
Be quiet. I hear the thunder that comes from far away. It's like a noise in my head. Oh, this world hides.
So for those of you who have just kind of joined the channel or don't really know much, you may have seen videos of this car taking on tracks. This one here is our main development car. So this one's a stage 3 car, so it runs our hybrid turbo. It runs a full SD performance induction kit. Also runs the SD performance throttle inlet, the boost pipes. The car also has a massive 355mm big brake kit from SD, as well as a set of PBS Pro Race pads. We've got a AirTech strut brace, or swave in summer, however you say it. We've got a big Outlaw intercooler. We have a full Outlaw turbo back as well. So this car produces around 315 brakes. So we're looking to try and take this one here to around this kind of performance level. Now there's loads of extra things that make this car perform as it does. We've got BC coilovers, we've got a set of semi-slicks and sparkle wheels and stuff like that as well. Now we'll do all that to try and give it as much of a kind of chance against this one when we take them both out on track. This one also has a big rear wing. It's got the Maxton Designs rear diffuser as well, which again gives us about 30 horsepower more. But this car, as it stands, is quite a quick car. This one, as it stands, standard form, it's alright, but it's not great. So what we'll do is we'll take it and we'll stick it on the dyno and we'll see exactly how much power it's currently making. We'll apply a stage 1 map, but before we go to the track, we'll take the map off it, do a couple of laps as it is, apply the map again and see how much time it reduces. I've now got the market in the dyno. We're just going to run a couple of checks on it, make sure it's all good, see what it's making standard power, and then I'll flash it with our stage 1 file. That will give us an idea for how much extra power we're going to be running around the track with. We'll take it from there. Hopefully all is good with this car, because this will be the first time it's been on. It feels fine on the road. Hopefully there'll be no surprises as far as the power output. I'm hoping it's not already mapped. I've not even bothered to pull the map file off and look, but it's all ready to get going. We've got our rain tyres currently on it because we're going to be driving down them. We've got our semi-slicks as well that we can put on it for when we're down there. So we should be able to get some good grip and really make use of this car with the quaif diff and go for the best time that we can absolutely get on the power it's got. So yeah, let's do a couple of runs, see how it gets on. So the car ran exactly how we'd expect it to run. Made 208 brake horsepower, 317 Newton meters. So these cars are marketed as a 200 horsepower car. We generally see them produce a little bit more. So now all we need to do is flash the stage 1 file on it and see how much it makes. These are usually pretty consistent, so I should be able to just put it on and it will just work. I might make a couple of adaptations just because it's my own car. I can push things a wee bit harder if I want, but we are going to be doing a track day, so keeping temperatures in control is extremely important. Right now, not bad graph, but I'm expecting that our wheel horsepower will exceed the actual brake horsepower output on this next run. So we'll get it flashed, then we'll hit right back at it. So pretty much get everything ready to go now. So we're literally just doing the last few checks. Found a couple of wee things that needed improved on this. So I've done it. I'm going to run it again, see what happens. But pretty much everything is ready to go. So end result, after a wee bit of fettling, is 247 brake, over 220 at the wheel. So that's a massive jump over the kind of standard. So we'll be able to see what kind of difference this power makes on the track. We'll be able to see how much it reduces our times. It's amazing that this is a bone stock hardware car and it's making these kind of figures. These are incredibly good for just making extra power. Now it is running 99 octane. We tend to run our cars always in 99 octane, so it's giving it the best chance at making power. So start 208, end on 247. Pretty pleased with that. So now it's just a case of unstrapping this, getting outside, getting it loaded up, and then we'll be making the maiden voyage down south to go to Oulton Park. So we've just arrived down at the hotel. Mr. Jamie's joined us. He's going to be flying round the old track, ain't you, Jamie boy?
Aye, we'll try.
we'll try. So I just need to square up the trailer and stuff like that. But me and Jamie need to go and hunt for some fuel. But aye, this will be our pit stop for tonight. It was a bit of an escapade getting down here. I wish I'd filmed some of the bits because it was funny. I just went in the wrong bit of the service station. There was hardly any chance of getting out. Adding to the 32 billion in profits while we're all starving and freezing. Yep. Well folks, that's all for today's video. Join us next time where we take on Oulton Park. Jamie blends in with our transit van and I bin it into the grass. So make sure to like, comment and subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.